flag tight. The calf pulls the rope away from you. Your rope is tied onto the saddle horn with a kite string. And there's a little flag. Once you see that flag come loose, time is dropped. And trust me, it took me about 10 times longer to explain it than it will take to do this event.
You make it sound so simple. and if we were heard by the contestants, they would all be staring you down now.
Going, I was done before you got to the pull your slack.
Yeah, actually, the runs are going to take a whole lot less time than what your explanation.
I'll tell you what, today was one with an under 3-second run.
Yeah,
so
fair.
I said it takes me longer than 3 seconds to get on a horse.
The other thing we want to really point out, like we did this morning, is this event is coming on strong.
Oh,
the Women's Professional Rodeo Association is pushing this now. It's going to be part of the national finals.
Right.
And that's only going to make it better.
It is an exciting event.
First up, we're going to have Abigail Henderson from Conowingo, Maryland. Abby competes on all of her events on the same horse, so nice all-around competitor and all-around horse. Abby competes in Central Pennsylvania Youth Rodeo Association as well, and she is going to take a swing and a miss on that run.
And she looked up at Frank and said, and that's all you do.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, this event is really taking hold and getting the recognition that it deserves. This year was the second year that it was incorporated into the National Finals Rodeo. Next weekend at the First Frontier Circuit Finals will be the first year that it is being added to that season, so that's really exciting. The girls that are competing there will be the first time in that association for breakaway, and they've even added futurity options. A lot of horses, the pink buckle, ruby buckle, are paid in incentives that you can enter your horse or pay your horse into if their studs are part of that incentive. And so now there's some really big money actually added in this event, and so you're seeing a lot more girls getting involved with it. You're seeing a lot more clinics and education about it, and just more opportunity. You know, we used to go to a jackpot around here, and you were lucky if there were 8 to 10 girls. Last time I heard there was a jackpot at Diamond 7 Ranch in Dillsburg, I think there was 40 or 50 some runs in the breakaway. Now you can enter more than once, like you weren't used to not be able to do that, but still the fact that there's 40, 50, 60 girls in this area in the breakaway, it's huge for us.
It had, I remember at Open Rodeo in Lebanon that I was judging, and I was slack, and it was one of those days they weren't catching anything. This woman, I don't remember who it was, rode in, backed in, a whole bunch of kids jumped up on the fence and said, "Go, Mommy!"
Yeah.
She goes out, she catches, and it was a really fast catch. I rode over to her and I said, "You could not miss." She said, "I know, it's so embarrassing."
Yeah. Right. This is Navi and Naylor. She is a great roper. She ropes down there with Kenny Brown and Mary Ann Brown, who are professional ropers. They'll be here at the First Frontier Circuit Finals next weekend. She did get a 10-second penalty, so that makes her time a 15.96 on her run. She was a 5.96, but she broke the barrier on that run.
She has to set and wait for this loop to come down. Wonderful job of staying patient. We talked about that. Boom, right there. Now we're going to talk with Carly coming up right here.
How long have you been doing breakaway?
I've been doing breakaway for about 2 years.
What first got you interested in doing this event?
I kind of learned from friends, and I liked it a lot, so I decided to try it out.
What's your favorite part about it?
I don't know. I just love everything about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Carly Dumbs, what a wonderful interview with her. She is a good contestant. Right here, Attica, New York, cowgirl. It's going to back in the box. We're going to come after this one.
She's a 14-year-old freshman. She's got some sponsors here. She's sponsored by D&D Logging, Attica Package Company, Dry Creek, Deckman Oil, S&S Fleet Solutions, and she was a National Junior High School Finals three-event qualifier. That is always something that rocks your boat when your horse acts like that in the box. I've got a really good rope mare that she is just not fun to be on in the box if she's not in the right mindset. I've ridden her long enough now to figure her out, but when she does get something up her butt and she's not acting right, it throws your whole run off, because it's from the start. You want to be solid in the box, standing on all 4 feet, and you got to get in the zone. So you need a horse that's going to stand there nice and solid and put you where you need to be.
All right, here comes Harley.
Nice
Oh, look
run.
at that! Look at that!
It didn't rock her, did it?
And Carly proves my "it's just that simple" theory on how to do this event right there. What a job, Cowgirl.
3.3.
3.83 for her, and she just proved everything I said wrong. It don't rock her at all when that horse acted like that in the box.
Yeah, well, she come right. You know, it can unmind you, and she didn't. She came right back to where she needed to be. What a loop! What a smile! What a smile!
Leia Natalino is going to be next. She's a 14-year-old freshman from Wheatfield, New York. She comes to us with MK quarter horses. That's Melissa Kozier. I just love that she brings so many girls down here. Got to give her a hug in between performances. I haven't seen her in years. She was an amazing competitor, and now she's coaching lots of these girls and helping them live their dream like she was able to. And this is one of those competitors. She's also sponsored by Natalino Racing, and she was a 2-event qualifier to the junior high school nationals last year. And this is our Basset Hound foster parent. She fosters Basset Hounds for ABC Basset Hound Rescue of New York.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's a wonderful thing. Basset Hounds. I'm a corgi owner, so I'm all into the low riders. we established that earlier.
She gets out pretty good here, but that calf is really running.
Oh,
wow,
look at that.
what a nice reach.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we leave here, I'm having this girl buy me some lottery tickets right here.
Yeah,
what
really.
a snatch that was out of the air.
What a great reach, and she's going to be a 5.36 with that awesome reach.
Now, if it was me doing that, I'd be right now there going, yeah, just how I wanted to be. That's just what I wanted to do. Watch this. She's just got to reach way out there. This loop is small by the time it gets to that cap. Look at that.
Good for her. Nice run.
Nice
run.
run.
I don't know, did we explain earlier about these people from New York? We got a bunch from Maryland.
Yep.
How
So
they can compete with Pennsylvania.
Yep, you can. The kids from New York are not part of the Pennsylvania High School Association. They were invited down here to compete, but you can declare if you're from Maryland and you want to declare that you're rodeoing with Pennsylvania. You don't necessarily have to be from Pennsylvania, but I do know the New York girls are part of the New York Association, and they were invited to come on down here. That was Amanda Rapp from Paxanos, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Amanda got a 3.85.
And she's still going to get a time. It is, as long as it goes over the calf's head and breaks off while it is still attached to some part of the calf's body. You see right here, it goes over the calf's head and it breaks off on the back leg. That still does count as long as it goes over the calf's neck. In the professional ranks, you do have to rope in what's called a bell collar catch. It has to stay around the calf's neck. But in high school rodeo, as long as it passes over the calf's head and breaks off before it completely comes off the calf's body, it is a qualified time. We're going to go to Emma Bobb. Emma is a 17-year-old senior from Middleburg. She's sponsored by Ridge Valley Farm and Just a Small Town Ranch. She's the treasurer of the Midwest FFA.